First Amendment right to protest.
Woo!
Right. We have a right to the city, right?
Yeah.
As the class points out, we have a right not to be killed. We have a right to ride our bikes. We have a right to the pursuit of happiness. And I want to read a little bit of this Declaration of Independence for everybody and see how far we can get into this. When in the course of human events, it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another and to assume among the powers of the earth separate and equal station with which the laws of nature and nature's God entitle them, a due respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to separation. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men, all women, everybody has the right, are created equal, that they are endowed by their creator with certain inalienable rights.
This is the No Rights Rally?
No rights, no, wait.
No Rights Rally?
No, this is the Know Your Rights Rally.
No, this is the, I came for the No Rights Rally.
No, we have the rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
I don't like the sound,
here.
I don't like the sound. City's office? Yeah, I'm sorry, this is a private space now. This is now a private space.
No.
Right around here, I'm sorry.
No, okay, so where can I stand then?
It's going to be in City's office, 1 foot, right foot, hop.
Okay, we still have the First Amendment, even if
Are you selling anything?
No.
Are you buying anything?
No.
Are you on your way to work?
No.
You need
just
the other foot. Hop on the other foot. Hop on the other foot.
Okay,
This is wrong. This is a
we have the right not to be taped.
Terrible waste of private
not to be
space,
filmed.
Please.
We have rights.
A right not to be filmed.
We have the First Amendment, right?
What?
Are we going to let him do this?
No.
You know what happens when you don't use your rights?
No, we
use your rights. Right.
What's
Does
the most?
Here know the First Amendment?
I've heard it before, right?
Should we teach everyone?
I think we should, right?
Yeah.
Here, let me pass out a couple of these if you don't know it.
I don't like where this is going.
This is our right.
I don't like the way this skit
It's
is
about
turning.
freedom.
That's it, baby.
It's a nice hat.
You ready? Oh yeah, pass it out.
You guys, anybody need one? You guys want to mic check this one?
Let's mic check it.
Okay, have you guys heard of this thing?
Can I get in on this, actually?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think
My job. I feel terrible.
Oh yes.
I feel terrible. I'm sorry.
All right.
I take it back.
Okay, wait.
So
Wait, so let's try this together then. Congress shall make no law.
Congress shall make
no law respecting the establishment of religion.
Respecting the establishment of religion.
Prohibiting the free speech thereof.
Prohibiting the free speech thereof.
Abridging the freedom of speech.
Abridging the freedom of speech.
Or of the press.
Or of the press.
Or of the right of the people.
Or of the right of the people.
Let's say that again. Or of the right of the people.
Or the right of the people.
Peaceably to assemble.
Peaceably to assemble.
To petition the government.
To petition the government.
For the redress of grievances.
For the redress of grievances.
Yeah, baby!
Yeah, baby!
Happy 4th of July, everyone!
For the Fourth Amendment.
I think the Fourth Amendment is very important. We all have a right to...
Don't
Get me on the
I quit.
I have it here.
Okay, yeah. You want to recite it?
Yeah. I
Okay.
think you should.
You think I should?
Restore the fourth?
Well, this is the first and the fourth, but I'll be happy with the fourth, too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The 4th of July, the Fourth Amendment.
You got it. Okay. Should we do the fourth, too? Yeah, let's go. Okay, let me see. Blow it up. That's big. Can't search us? Not a warrant! There we go, baby.
Exactly, that's what it is. It's all about the NSA, that's the one you want.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. The right of the people.
The right of the people.
To be secure in their persons.
To be secure in their persons.
Their houses.
Their houses.
Their papers.
Their papers.
And effects.
And effects.
Against unreasonable searches and seizures.
Against unreasonable searches and seizures.
Shall not be violated.
Shall not be violated.
And no warrant shall use.
And no warrant shall use.
But upon probable cause.
Upon probable cause.
Supported by oath or affirmation.
Supported by oath or affirmation.
Particularly describing the place to be searched.
Particularly describing the place to be searched.
And the persons and things to be seized.
And the persons and things to be seized.
Thank you, Ready? Everybody, happy 4th of July, gang! Right, we're gonna go bike ride, celebrate the 1st. We'll see you guys at noon. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Woo!
That's how you start the fireworks.
Thanks, Ken. You're the best, Ken. Big love to you, buddy. Big love.
Yo, listen, Ben.
We'll come back at noon. We gave us the thing about the we're gonna dance and then leave. Yeah. No. Dance and enjoy. When they come to us, we run away. We'll be back. Yeah.
Great.
They're not gonna jeopardize you.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Everybody, join us for dancing. They don't want us to dance. No filming! No filming! No filming! No filming! All dancing! All dancing! Mic check!
Mic check!
Mic check!
Mic check!
Mic check-allujah!
Mic check-allujah!
The Fourth Amendment!
The Fourth Amendment!
The Bill of Rights!
The Bill of Rights!
The U.S. Constitution!
The U.S. Constitution!
The NYPD!
The NYPD!
Needs to listen to this!
Needs to listen to this!
The right of the people to secure
The right of the people to secure
in their persons, houses, papers,
in their persons, houses, and papers,
and effects.
and effects.
That means computers,
That means computers,
iPhones,
iPhones,
sweet nothings,
sweet nothings,
in the darkness
in the darkness
of deepest Union Square.
of deepest Union Square.
But I digress.
But I digress.
And the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures
Against unreasonable searches and seizures
shall not be violated.
shall not be violated.
No exceptions.
No exceptions.
And no warrants shall be issued.
And no warrant shall be issued.
Gitmo!
Gitmo,
Gitmo!
Gitmo,
But upon probable cause,
but upon probable cause,
stop frisking us!
stop frisking us.
And they must be supported by oath and affirmation
And it must be supported by oath and affirmation.
and
particularly describing the place to be searched.
And particularly describing the place to be searched.
And the persons or the things to be searched.
And the persons and the things to be searched.
Billofrightsallujah!
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 We're here! There was a window of time between the trade towers coming down and something that we knew would happen. And we were here and the police were not here. We were ringed by media and we were in this safe zone. And the police were on the other side of all these media trucks. It was that way for 5 or 6 weeks. We all came to this place. We came here because George Washington and the Continental Army came here. We came here because the first Labor Day parade was here. We came here because of Emma Goldman and the general strike of '07. We came here because of Paul Robeson and Sacco Vanzetti and Cesar Chavez. We came here because of Dorothy Day. We came here because of each other.
Tell it. Right.
Preach!
Union, we're talking about sacred words that we must put into our bodies. In the Church of Stop Shopping, back in the Divinity Research Department, we figured out that if you come to Union Square and just start reciting these words again and again and again in the sacred place, these sacred words, and when I say sacred, I mean that in a sacred secular way, amen?
Amen!
Because we are now called upon to be the media in our bodies. The ultimate media is here inside of us. It's popular to say that we still have the best computer. More than that, we've got something like a soul, something like a memory. Things happen that we don't understand, but nonetheless have faith in. We're here now, together, subscribing to a kind of courage. Now that we understand that the environment that we live in vacuums up our conversations, that invisible people are watching us all the time. Maybe we suspected it, but now we know it. And we know that we must combat it with a new kind of activism.
Yes.
And let us remember that each of those famous freedom fighters whose names I just recited, each of them was inventing their own kind of activism. Each of them felt strange and untethered. Each of them was surprised at the surrealism of the evil that they faced. They're not here right now. Or yes, they are!
Yes, they are!
And I think that maybe they're telling us, go back to the Constitution. Woo! Put those words in your body. All of those amendments. Say it again and again and again.
Yes.
And you will begin to be able to do those counterintuitive things that we will be called upon to do in the coming days and weeks and months. We want to sing for you right now the First Amendment, because the First Amendment and the Fourth Amendment come together to make a DNA of freedom that is unstoppable, that protects us, protects our children, makes it possible for us to speak freely, speak openly, and speak as Americans. Amen? Amen.
Congress shall make no
establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech,
Free speech.
or abridging the freedom of press, free press, the right of the people to assemble, free people, petition the government for redress of grievances, redress, free speech,
Woo, yeah.
free press, free people, redress,
Sing it now.
free speech, free press, free people, redress.
Yes. Come on now. Come on now. Hallelujah. 45 magic words. Come on.
Congress shall make a law
Respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or abridging the freedom of press or the right of the people peacefully to assemble, petition the government for redress of grievances, free speech, free press, free people, protest, 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 protest. Hallelujah.
I see.
I'm one of the organizers of Restore the Fourth NYC.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much for coming.
I want to give you some information
I want to give you some information
so that this march goes smoothly.
so that this march goes smoothly.
So we have a plan.
So we have a plan.
We're going to march to Federal Hall,
We're going to march to Federal Hall,
which is where the Bill of Rights was signed.
which is where the Bill of Rights was signed.
So it makes sense.
So it makes sense.
I've talked to the police myself,
I've talked to the police myself,
and they've told me
and they've told me
that we're going to make it to Federal Hall.
that we're going to make it to Federal Hall.
We're going to take a little detour near Wall Street,
We're going to take a little tour till we're near Wall Street,
and we're going to go a block out of the way,
and we're going to go a block out of the way,
but it's going to be okay,
but it's going to be okay,
and we're going to get there.
and we're going to get there.
So, thank you. Okay, should I do her next?
Yeah.
Okay, I lost my train of thought for a second.
You lost the train of thought for a second.
Right. So we're going to ask everybody
So we're going to ask everybody
to stay on the sidewalk
to stay on the sidewalk
so that we don't have any problems.
so that we don't have any problems.
We're also going to ask
We're also going to ask
everyone to be polite and friendly
everyone to be polite and friendly
to everyone we run into on the march,
to everyone we run into on the march,
including our friends on scooters.
including our friends on scooters.
When we get to Federal Hall,
When we get to Federal Hall,
we've planned a short skit
we've planned a short skit
that we'd like everyone to enjoy and take a video of.
that we'd like everyone to enjoy and take a video of.
I think that about covers it.
I think that about covers it.
I'm going to introduce Melissa,
I'm going to introduce Melissa,
who's going to give you some information
who's going to give you some information
about your rights to free protest
about your rights to free protest
and your rights on the march.
and your rights on the march.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Hello, my name is Melissa Friedman.
Hello.
My name is Melissa Friedman.
I am an attorney,
I am an attorney,
but not yours.
But not yours.
General legal advice.
This
This
is
is general legal advice.
On the march,
On the march,
please be sure to leave a space for other people to walk.
please be sure to leave a space for other people to walk.
And please don't feed the police.
And please don't feed the police.
They They're not our friends.
They're not our friends.
This is General Know Your Rights
This General Know Your Rights
in New York City.
in New York City.
If you're approached by a police officer,
If you're approached by a police officer,
or we are kennelled on the march,
or we are cattled on the march,
I'm not expecting any problems.
I'm not expecting any problems.
First thing, if you see something is amiss,
If you see something is amiss,
you are 100% within your rights
you're 100% within your rights
to film the police.
to film the police.
And if you can't,
If you can't,
yell for cameras.
yell for cameras.
They help.
They help.
If you're approached by a police officer,
If you're approached by a police officer,
ask them,
ask them,
am I being detained?
am I being detained?
Or am I free to go?
Or am I free to go?
Make sure you get an answer.
Make sure you get an answer.
If there's a whole bunch of people being kennelled,
If there's a whole bunch of people being caroled,
mic check.
mic check.
Are we being detained?
Are we being detained?
Are we free to go?
Are we free to go?
If you are being detained,
If you are being detained,
you must say,
you must say,
I do not consent to this search.
I do not consent to this search.
Silence equals consent.
Silence equals consent.
So tell them I do not consent to the search.
I do not consent to this search.
The third thing is you have to tell them
You have to tell them,
I'm invoking my right to remain silent
I'm invoking my right to remain silent.
and remain silent.
And remain silent.
Accept your name.
Accept your name.
If they do not have to read you your rights,
They do not have to read you your rights.
they can and will use anything you say against you.
They can and will use anything you say against you.
Be sure to ask for a lawyer.
Be sure to ask for a lawyer.
And if you see anybody arrested,
And if you see anybody arrested,
or you're arrested,
or you're arrested,
be sure to call the National Lawyers Guild.
be sure to call the National Lawyers Guild.
Here's the number.
Here's the number.
212
212
679
679
60 18.
18.
It's a good idea
It's a good idea
to write it somewhere on your body.
to write it somewhere on your body.
The cops don't let you access your cell phones.
The cops don't let you access your cell phones.
Just try to remember the march is not about the police.
The march is not about the police.
Sometimes they might
Sometimes they might tease
or arrest people for no reason.
or arrest people for no reason.
Try to ignore it.
Try to ignore it.
This isn't about them.
This isn't about them.
So one last time. Am I being detained or am I free to go?
Am I free to be detained or am I free to go?
I do not consent to the search.
I do not consent to the search.
I'm invoking my rights to remain silent and will remain so.
I'm invoking my rights to remain silent and will remain so.
I demand a lawyer.
I demand a lawyer.
NLG number
NLG number
212
212
679
679
60
60
18.
18.
Peace.
Peace.
In your right to connect
In your right to connect
and communicate.
and communicate.
And I'm wearing red, white, and blue today
And I'm wearing red, white, and blue today
because I believe that protest against government abuse of power
and I believe in a protest against government abuse of power
is the ultimate
ultimate
form of patriotism.
form of patriotism.
And I'm wearing red, white, and blue today
And I'm wearing red, white, and blue today
in a show of support for people like Aaron Schwartz,
to show for people like Aaron Schwartz,
who believed that all knowledge should be available to everyone.
who believe that all knowledge should be available to everyone,
And as a show of support for people like Edward Snowden,
and to show support for people like Edward Snowden.
privacy is greater than the surveillance state's right to spy on you.
Who believe that our right to privacy is greater than this right to privacy.
So that's why
That's why
more than 500,000 people have joined the Stop Watching Us coalition.
more than 500,000 people have joined the Stop Watching Us coalition.
Yeah! At stopwatching.us.
At stopwatching.us.
We're calling on Congress
We're calling on Congress
to investigate
to investigate
the NSAs
the NSAs
of our powers.
of the powers.
So please join me
Please join us
and join me in this march today
and join me in this march today
as we take back our rights.
as we take back our rights.
Thank you.
Jose LaSalle
From Stop, Stop, and Frisk,
from Stop, Stop, and Frisk.
welcome him.
It gives me great pleasure
It gives me great pleasure
to be standing here
to be standing here
among
among
so many great
so many great
brothers and
brothers
sisters.
and sisters.
Once again, my name is Jose LaSalle.
My name is Jose LaSalle.
I'm one of the organizers
I'm one of the organizers
for the Stop, Stop, and Frisk Freedom Fighters.
for the Stop, Stop, and Frisk Freedom Fighters.
Our goal
I will go
is to protect
is to protect
the human family
the human family
from being violated
from being violated
on a singly daily basis
on a single daily basis
by being stopped,
by being
by
stopped,
being illegally stopped,
by being illegally stopped
and frisked
and frisked
1,000 or more times a day.
1,000 or more times a day.
Now,
Now,
we come to understand
we come to understand
that this,
this,
the Fourth Amendment,
the Fourth Amendment,
applies
applies
to the human family
to the human family
in a whole.
in a whole.
It's not only
It's not only
affecting
affecting
the people of color,
people of color,
but it's also
it is also
affecting
affecting
the human family,
the human family,
which
which
consists
consists
of everybody that's here.
of everybody that's here.
We,
We,
the people,
the people,
have to
have to
make sure
make sure
that our voices are heard
that our voices are heard
by coming together
by coming together
and putting our voices together.
and putting our voices together.
We create a voice
We create a voice
that is loud,
is loud,
precise,
precise,
and it can't be ignored.
and it can't be ignored.
And that's what we're going to do today.
That's what we're going to do today.
I'm going to finish off
I'm going to finish off
by
by
saying
saying
that there's three people
there's three people
that I idolize.
that I idolize.
One of them
One of them,
is Daniel Osberg.
Daniel Osberg.
He is the one
He is the one
that released
that released
the papers on the Pentagon
the papers of the Pentagon
that opened
that opened
the windows and doors
windows and doors
of our mind
of our
to
minds
see
to see
the hypocrisy
the hypocrisy
that this government
that this government
practice
practice
on a daily basis
on a daily basis
on the human family.
on the human family.
The second one
The second one
is Bradley Manning,
is Bradley Manning,
who has spent
who has been
3 years
3 years
being tortured
being tortured
and now
and now
is given the opportunity
is given the opportunity
to present his case
to present his case
to the people
to the people
in the form of a trial
in the form of a trial
in court.
in court.
He's also
He's also
the one
the one
who
who
released
released
the information
information
on the war
on the people,
of the people,
on the war on drugs,
on the war on drugs,
on the war on terrorism.
on the war on terrorism.
He is the one
He is the one
that gave us
the
truth,
the truth,
the insight
of
what
what
this imperialist,
this imperialist,
capitalist society system constantly practice on the human family. And the last person that I idolized,
And the last person that I idolized,
the last person I idolized
is
Edward Snowden.
Edward Snowden. It takes
Courage, bravery, and a love for the human family to put your life, put your body on the line to bring out the facts, the truth, and be honest with the people, and that's what Edward Snowden has done. And by him doing that, has brought every one of us together today. So let's move forward. Let's not stop here. Every step we take, let's make sure that we speak the voice of Edward Snowden and what he has done for the people and the human family in the whole. All power to the human family.
All power to the human family. We have a couple of announcements.
The Twitter hashtag is RTFNYC.
RTFNYC.
Use it. Love it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an important announcement from the New York City Restore the Fourth. Keep your rights in mind at all times. Protect yourself. Use secure open source tools to communicate. If you see a suspicious government program or activity, do not keep it to yourself. Tell the media or a friend or family member. Remain alert. And have an awesome march. One final mention. There will be marshals with surveillance cameras. Helping out the march. If you have any issues following people or marchers, ask them or look to them. Or look to here. Thank you. And now, Reverend Billy. As your unasked for pastor, use open source water. Everybody, make sure everybody's hydrated. And water is the nourishment of creativity. Let's make culture today. Let's have those conversations. That make us feel strange. Brave in a weird sort of way. Maybe the way that Edward and Bradley might have felt. We have to make new kinds of activism. We are all artists for freedom. Billofrightsallujah!